This video is about how to choose action sports sunglasses and particular lenses and coatings. If you're like me, you probably spend a lot of time buying your running shoes, bike or bike equipment, but almost no time on your sunglasses. In a survey we did in the Nice 2013 Ironman, we found that whilst athletes were prepared to spend quite a lot of money on good sunglasses, they knew nothing or next to nothing about them. Hopefully this video will change all that. For action sports, optical clarity is really important. You need perfect vision to see where you're cycling or running and get the best out of your exercise. Here I'm talking about high performance action sports sunglasses used by triathletes, mountain bikers and ultra runners in extreme environments. If you just want a sports sunglass to look good at the tennis club or in the car, then this video is not for you. In this video, which is part 2 of 2, I'm going to talk about lenses and coating materials that should be used on a really good pair of action sports sunglasses, and how to differentiate these from what I call sports casual or lifestyle sunglasses. In the previous video, part 1, I talked about the frames and the fitting features of action sports sunglasses. So what do you need to know, and how can you tell a really good pair of action sports sunglasses from all the rest? Well, it's a complicated subject, so I'm going to try and keep it simple. But before I start, I want to say something about UV protection. This is not hard to achieve, and even your cheap discount sunglasses will have this. This is a given, and it's a standard in our industry. It means that you're protected against the harmful UV light, but it does not say anything about how good your sunglasses are in terms of the optical quality or optical characteristics. So, now I'm going to talk about the key features, and particularly what separates an action sports sunglass from all the rest in terms of lens materials and lens coatings. An athlete needs to be able to see objects in front of them in almost any lighting conditions, and whilst there are lots of lenses and materials out there, for active sports sunglasses there's only really 1 or 2 lens materials that are really important. These are Polycarbonate and NXT. Polycarbonate is a thermoplastic material that offers 100% UV protection and is almost 10 times more impact resistant than glass or plastic. Polycarbonate was developed for the military and is used in the cockpits of the fighter aircraft. Forget other lens materials such as glass, TAC or CR39 for performance sunglasses. These materials, whilst they may be optically good, offer very low impact resistance and are used in cheap sunglasses, some sports casual sunglasses or fashion brands. Okay, I just want to talk a little bit about impact protection and sports sunglasses. I think this is really important for athletes, as you need protection on the bike against stones being flicked up in your face or when you're running hitting trees and branches. For impact protection, the standard is 87.1 ANSI. This standard was developed by the American National Standards Institute, and this offers a number of performance criteria. But for impact resistance, basically it must stop a 1/4 inch ball bearing travelling at 150 feet per second from hitting your eye. And I think that's pretty impressive, and that's the sort of standard you need to have for performance sunglasses. A typical 1.8 or 2 mm thick polycarbonate lens will achieve this standard. Thinner polycarbonates or cheaper or different sunglasses materials will not, and your fashion sunglasses will not. So don't go out training with your fashion sunglasses on. The big problem with polycarbonate lenses is there's a wide variety of quality, from high quality to low grade polycarbonate, and often when you buy your sunglasses in the shop you can't tell the difference. The process of polycarbonate manufacturing is a mould casting process, which if not done properly can introduce impurities into the lenses such as air bubbles and dust. Or sometimes the raw polycarbonate material, which is in pellet form and heated, may be old or recycled or just low grade in quality. All these factors will reduce the quality of the polycarbonate and your optical quality. Unfortunately, there's no real solution for a buyer except to buy from a reputable sunglasses company who knows about this sort of thing. On the other hand, really good quality polycarbonate can be really good. If you want the best material, you should go with Trivex NXT. NXT uses a patented manufacturing process which reduces impurities being built into the lenses and therefore provides superior optical quality. It is also as strong as polycarbonate and is used in the windscreen of the Apache helicopter. For high performance sunglasses, NXT is probably your best choice, as it offers great impact protection, as good as polycarbonate, and is optically slightly superior. The problem is it's also a little bit more expensive. I usually go with NXT. Finally, don't be fooled with special sounding names such as plutonite. Plutonite is not a real material. It's not from Pluto and it's not from Krypton. This is material made up by clever marketing people to give you the impression that it's some sort of proprietary or special technology. Often it doesn't. It's just polycarbonate by a different name. For me, one of the main features that differentiates a really good pair of sports sunglasses from the rest are the special coatings. Special lens coatings will improve the optical clarity of the sunglasses during exercise. The following options are available as lens coatings. These are 1. A hydrophobic coating. A hydrophobic treatment to the lens weakens the surface tension between the lens and the water droplets, which means that sweat or water droplets will just slide off the lens. It also means that sweat or water will not spread out on the surface of the lens. A hydrophobic coating will also repel oils and other contaminants such as skin oils on your fingers, which means they will be less likely to smudge and will keep clearer for longer. The second coating is an anti-fog coating. If you live in a cold climate, there's nothing more frustrating than having your eyeglasses fog up. This could be a safety issue since it limits the ability to see until it clears. A good sports sunglasses will give you the option to have an anti-fog coating on the surface of the lens. Unfortunately, you cannot have a hydrophobic coating and an anti-fog coating on the same lens. The third coating that's important is an anti-scratch coating. Athletes, especially triathletes and mountain bikers, tend to abuse their sunglasses, and polycarbonate and NXT material is quite soft. An anti-scratch coating will reduce the surface scratches, making them nearly hard as glass. This means you can, up to a point, abuse your sunglasses, but it does not mean they will not scratch. Well, thank you. That's all I really have to say about lenses and coatings. Of course, you want your sports sunglasses to look good, and that's going to be important to you as well. Thank you very much.